Banners can easily elevate your lettering composition or your calligraphy pieces. They are also super fun to incorporate into your bullet journal. And in this video, I'm going to show you 17 different banners that you can learn how to doodle to start making them and drawing them everywhere. Let's go ahead and get started. First banner is going to be super simple. We're going to start with drawing this rectangle, and then one end is going to be up top and the other end is going to be at the bottom, and we're going to end it with this V shape. For number 2, it's going to be a little bit rounded, so we're going to do these curved lines, and then both ends are going to be at the bottom. One tip to make these V shapes ending look even better is to draw a dot in the center and then connect it with both lines. This is just going to help you get more even ends in the V shape. Banner number 3, we're going to do pretty much the same thing, but this time the ends are going to go at the top. And now it just keeps getting better because banner number 4 is getting a little bit more intricate, and we are starting to do more wavy lines to do the banner. And for number 5, we're going to start with this wavy line at the top, and then the bottom one, we're going to continue with the wave to do a different ending of the banner. We're going to connect both of the lines, and then this ending over here is going to be a little bit tricky because the ending is coming like from the back of the banner. For banner number 6, we're going to do these wavy lines and then another 2 parallel lines ending with the last one in this wavy line like you see here, and then we're gonna start connecting everything. This one is one of my favorite banners to do because it looks very intricate, and you can start adding maybe like lettering phrases inside of it. Even though all of these banners you can use them in your lettering pieces or in your bullet journal. Moving on to banner number 7, we first draw a wavy line at top, and then at the bottom an even wavier line with 1, 2, and 3 waves, and then we're gonna connect the first end with the V shape, and we're gonna connect the wavy lines, and that's it. Moving on to number 8. For this one, we're going to start at the top with the first part of the banner with the wavy line, and then we're going to do the same thing at the bottom. I feel like it is easier to connect the first part of the banner. And now moving on to the second part of the banner, you're going to do exactly the same thing that you did at the beginning, and don't forget to connect the bottom part of the banner. For banner number 9, this one is a little bit different because this one, it is coming off of a pole, so that's what I'm doing here, and then the banner is kind of like hugging it. We're gonna finish it as well with a V shape, and then we're gonna finish the end of the pole. Now, moving on to number 10, these banners are a little bit different. These are sort of like all ragged manuscript paper, so that is the vibe that I'm going with these type of banners. And also these type of banners are going to have a little bit more detail. This is what you can do to the banners. Honestly, to any banner, you want to add some shading and some little lines around them, and this is going to add so much character to your banners and all the lettering pieces that you're doing with them. For banner doodle number 11, we are sticking with the same sort of like old manuscript paper, and we are doing these wavy lines at the top, and then we're gonna mimic the same thing at the bottom. And now instead of connecting it with a straight line, we're going to do these wavy lines and at both sides, and also we're going to start adding some more detail to this. Will be like the back end of the banner, and for this I'm not just doing a straight lines, I'm doing like lines and dots, and I'm interchanging them, and this is going to give it a little bit more character and more details to your banners. We are sticking with the same thing of the old manuscript paper for banner number 12 as well. This one is a little bit different in the way that we are doing the ends. And one thing that you want to keep in mind as you are connecting these banners is that you want to make sure that the lines are not straight and are always curvy, because this is going to give it a little bit more dimension to the banner. And then for this, we're adding straight lines to the back of the banner, as well as these curvy flicky lines to the side of the banner. If you would like me to turn this into a printable, you can use to follow along with me or have as a reference for when you need some inspiration. Make sure to let me know in the comments, and if I get enough comments, I will turn it into a printable. Moving on to banner number 13, this one, it looks complicated, but once we break it down into the steps and the wavy lines you see here, it gets a lot easier. Now we have to connect the wavy lines that we did previously, and for the back of the banner, we are going to draw these lines just to give it a little bit more character and dimension. And we are almost to my favorite one, which is number 17, but let me know in the comments which one of these banners is your favorite. Also, let me know if you like these voiceovers that I make on these videos. I know these banners are easy to draw when you just follow along, and I don't really need to do the voiceover, but I enjoy it because it's like if we're having like a coffee and doodles date. And so let me know too if you enjoy this, or if you would rather just view the tutorial and me not speaking at all. I'm always trying to improve my videos, and I want them to be as useful and helpful to you as possible, so just let me know in the comments. Banner doodle number 16. This one is super fun, and basically we're making it super long, but then we're mirroring both sides, and we're gonna do exactly the same thing on each side of the banner. We're doing these wavy lines, and then we're connecting everything. Now in here, I wanted to show you a different way to do the shading, and that is by, instead of doing lines, we're gonna color the back part of the banners. And basically you can do this with any of the banners that we did here today, and as you see here, coloring the whole thing is just gonna make the banner pop even more. Now these are the 16 banner doodles that we have so far. Now for the moment that you've been waiting for, banner 17. Now with this banner, I wanted it to have sort of like a diamond shape, so that's why I'm making these wavy lines in this length. I promise it's gonna make a little bit more sense. But this is why you want to decide how long you want to make the banner, and that's how many wavy lines you're going to do. Now once you're done with the wavy lines, we're going to start connecting them, and then just make sure that you connect both parallel lines just like this. And now it's time to continue making the rest of the banner, and for that we're going to close these loops right here. This is just going to make it easier to connect all the pieces at the end, just like we're doing here with these diagonal lines. And then for the end, I'm gonna end it right here like this. Now you can also do a V shape if you want the end of the banner like that. And for the back parts of the banner, I'm adding these lines very close together to add a special touch to this awesome banner. Now imagine adding your favorite quote here with calligraphy or block lettering, and it will create the perfect card or print. I got the best video for you right here to help you create block lettering step by step.